Here we come. Here we come. It's crunch time. It's the deciding time. Down to the bottom of the hill. It's hard right as Paulini leads them through with Nibali in second place. It's now or never for anybody who wants to win this World Championships. Vincenzo Nibali sitting in second spot at the moment. Jürgen Rollins looks over his shoulder to see Tom Bonen. Aslan Bazayev is still in this group. This must be the chance of a lifetime for Bazayev. Number 13 there in the colours of Spain. Still to just wick up the gas is Joaquim Rodriguez. Oh, the Belgians are all over this at the moment as Nibali goes forward. It's Nibali followed by Lukemans. Rollins looks over his shoulder. Oh, they're doing distance. Here comes Gilbert. Gilbert is going for it for a long way out. Philippe Gilbert has got the kick. Is he going to make it? Here comes Edvald Boasson Hagan. The Russian who's going for it at the moment is Alexander Kolobnev. He's always there or thereabouts in the World Championships. Kolobnev is tracking down Gilbert. A huge roar from the crowd. Philippe Gilbert, there's masses of Belgian fans who want to see this man as world champion. He's got a very good gap here, Sean.
Yes, and he's looking impressive as well, because when you go that early to keep it going, but for the moment he's keeping it going very well. As you see, Boasson Hagan really impressive here for the moment.
Boasson Hagan, Kolobnev and Valverde. They've got a big gap to make up on Gilbert. Has he got enough in the legs? That's a big gap. And Boasson Hagan's looking behind him. Don't look, ride. Oh, they know they've lost him, Sean. This man is going to be world champion. They're not going to get him back, and they're going now for silver and bronze. And Kolobnev it is who's going to get another medal. But nobody, I think, is going to catch Philippe Gilbert at this moment, unless he dies in the last 50 metres or so. Well, Gilbert is giving everything here.
Yes, he has a really good advantage, and I suppose the advantage he's got is they're not a big group of riders. We see three chasers here, and it's always the same situation where they're going to look at each other, but still, it's a long way to the finish from here.
Philippe Gilbert basically said to his men, get me to the finish, and boom, I'm off. Valverde, Kolobnev, Boasson Hagan playing the game for the silver medal now. Philippe Gilbert is under the 1 kilometre to go banner. The man who had the most dreadful start to the season after a stellar 2011. Everybody thought he was going to be unbeatable in 2012, but it didn't happen for him. He didn't win a single classic. He got a place, but he didn't win one. 2 stages in the Vuelta a España confirmed he was coming into shape. And look at this. There's not a single person in the peloton can touch the Walloon Belgian. He's going to be world champion. He knows it. They know it. We know it. Philippe Gilbert takes the best time of his entire life. He's won the classics, but nobody can take away a world championship for you as Edvald Boasson Hagan pushes on for the silver medal. But that was an almighty attack by Gilbert, waving the crowds. The Flemish Lion is out, and Philippe Gilbert is the winner. Valverde gets bronze. Degenkolb gets 4th, I think. And Boasson Hagan gets a silver medal. Extraordinary finish. Gilbert, they took him to the bottom, and that's it. Koala for everybody else. It's curtains. They did a good job. Those two men, Greg Van Evermaat and Björn Lukemans, did a fabulous job setting him up. And he just waited, and as soon as Nibali decided to attack, he said, I'm off. Philippe Gilbert. Now, at the end of April, Sean, and into May, would you have thought this man could be world champion?
Well, I think when you look at the season he put up last year, you'd say, he's going to come around. When will it be? It was a matter of when, and it's just taken a long time. I was expecting after the Classics, I said the Tour of France, he'd be really, on top shape, but not really getting to his best at the Tour of France. But it's the Tour of Spain, the last number of weeks, he seems to be just getting better all the time. But what a performance there to attack at that point and, you know, pull that advantage. He pulled a huge advantage out of everybody else, and the others were just, you know, sprinting on the climb to try and close him down, and just a magnificent victory. And the Belgians badly needed, because the last one was Museo back in '96, and then you have to go to 1990 to Rudy Dannens.
That's a long time. We've had a Belgian winner here, of course, in the World Championships in Limburg. Eddy Merckx back in 1967 when he beat Jan Janssen. But oh, that was a magnificent performance by Philippe Gilbert. Oh, he's a proper bike rider. He's a proper bike rider. Oh, terrific stuff. Well, it just goes to show he's head and shoulders above everybody in the last 1.5 kilometres. That's really what it was. Well, such an elite group, such a big group of such good riders on good shape.
Yes, well, Philippe Gilbert, we see it last year when you get a climb like the Cauberg. He's just so explosive. He can ride away and take that 150 metres an advantage. But the question was, when you get to the Cauberg summit, a kilometre 700, we could see that, you know, Valverde, Boasson Hagan was chasing down with coloured meth. They just had a moment where they hesitated and not chasing, and that's where Gilbert just, you know, really rode away. But still, I think he was always going to hold on, but won't convincingly.
Oh yes, absolutely. Gilbert, Boasson Hagan and Valverde take the medals. Another medal for Valverde, but still not world champion. Degenkolb, that's a brilliant performance by Degenkolb and Lars and Allan Davis. Thomas Voeckler and Navardauskas. Where on earth did he come from? Pat McQuaid on the right-hand side there, congratulating Philippe Gilbert. One of the great things about Gilbert, he's always been a massively outspoken advocate of clean racing. Look at this, looks over his shoulder. Nibali takes the chance and looks down and sits down in the saddle. It's as soon as he sits down and takes that little micro recovery moment, Sean, that Gilbert says this is the moment to go.
Well, when you have to sit down at that moment, it tells that the legs are burning, and you know, Nibali had given the effort before that. But we can see here, you know, Philippe Gilbert, everybody is struggling already. Some are at 2 or 3 bike lengths behind, and Boasson Hagan, he's the only one really reacted, and it looked like that he was going to claw his way back, because Boasson Hagan, he's that style of rider, real powerful, but just hadn't got the legs. Gilbert too strong for everybody.
Magnificent bike rider. Spent many years riding for a French team, Française de Jeu. Many years, in fact, and he was sort of getting it. And even back then, Sean was saying this man is going to be a superstar, but just take a while to do it. It's the distance for Gilbert. Gilbert takes the World Championship, and it's Bonen who misses out for the Belgians. Edvald Boasson Hagan, a silver medalist.
Congratulations.
A great result for him. And Alejandro Valverde again. Sean, he's on the podium, but close but no cigar, as we always say.
Yes, he was, you know, a number of times up there.
Silvers and bronze, isn't he?
In the shake-up, but unfortunately not, you know, not in the form today, and not surprising, because Gilbert, you know, the attack he put in. But again, a great performance by Valverde to be up there and to ride away from the group and hold on to get a medal. A great performance.
Gilbert wins by 4 seconds over Edvald Boasson Hagan. Alejandro Valverde at 1 second back. Then Degenkolb, Lars, Allan Davis, Thomas Voeckler, Ramunas Navardauskas. Okay, now Oscar Freire 10th, Rui Costa, Bonen, Gatto, Sagan in 14th spot, Kasyakov and Decourt in 16th. That's Decourt and Gatto, magnificent. Albacini 17th, Bazayev 18th, Jonathan Tiernan-Lock finishes 19th, Nordhaug 20th, Gerrans 21st, Denefel on Uran as well, Moreno 24th. The 25 is rounded up by Van Avermaet. They're a bit happy. It was interesting. that at the beginning of the year, or earlier in the year, shall we say, when Philippe Gilbert hadn't managed to clinch another classic and Tom Boonen had a rampant season, everybody was talking about Boonen, and the Flemish press in particular, the Dutch press, speaking press, were very much focusing on Boonen, as you'd imagine, and quietly Gilbert was being sidelined as a newsworthy item, but he won't be now, Sean.
Well, that's what the big champions are made of. You go through a difficult time, you keep on working, you keep on battling, you keep your focus, and Philippe Gilbert has, you know, proved it all today, and he's back at the top. And of course, you know, in Belgium now he will be again, as he was last year, you know, such a big name, and he's proved that, you know, he can recover from a difficult number of months. And what a finish he put there today.
Ouais, c'est quelque chose d'incroyable. J'ai du mal à réaliser.
Philippe Gilbert, champion of the world. It's a great dream for you. It's
pour moi, être champion du monde ici à Valkenburg, c'est vraiment.
Well, I've been dreaming for a long time, as obviously, and to win in Valkenburg is a big thing. I'm from originally from Liège, so it's not so far away. My wife's family from the Netherlands, so I'm, you know, so I'm half and half. Quickly make yourself Dutch while you're at it. We did a lot of work with the Belgian team. I think we deserved actually to win in some way. We worked very well. We were always well placed. The whole team made a really good job. I was well placed at the bottom of the Cauberg. And when I look behind me, at some 100 meters, I knew there wasn't a huge gap, but it was good feelings. Amstel gold race that I won here, remember, of course. Twice Amstel, once world champion here. It's a good hill for you. Well, I can go on the big ring at the end on this sort of climb, and I can sort of make the difference by doing that. I'm strong enough to do that. Yeah, it was a tailwind, so that worked quite well. So the uphill was pretty quick, and the last kilometer was pretty fast. No, I've not realized I'm world champion yet. It just sort of comes upon you. It takes a bit of time.